Hi guys, and welcome to this video. I have to duck down there. This is the next installment of working with styrene that I've been working on. So you've seen me use several tools in the video so far. So I want to take it right back to basics and go through the different tools that I use. There's also a few tools in here that I haven't used yet that other people have recommended. So I've gone ahead and got them for this video and also to use myself in the future. So I'm not going to go into any detail. I'm just going to sort of cover what they're basically used for. There will be videos in the future which detail their actual uses, that sort of things, as you've already seen with a few of them already. If there's any I miss, or any sort of inspired tools, be it so, even if they're completely off the wall, feel free to post them below, or better yet, put them in Styrene Engineers, the Facebook group. There'll be a link in the description for that, to join that group, where you can share it with other people. And that's it really. I'll go ahead and start going through the different tools. So first off, everybody needs a cutting mat. The number of tables I've ruined because I couldn't be bothered to either get this out of a drawer or buy it in the first place is shocking. So this one's a bit of a strange one. It's actually used for originally for a paper guillotine. I find it quite good because it sort of fits anywhere. It's nice and thin. It's only a few inches across, as you can see. Right, it also can be very handy because you usually get a sort of measured square on them. These are centimetre squared, and it can help with judging the size of things. So there's that. I'll leave that one down as a sort of backdrop. We've got the rule, trusty rule, with the non-skid surface on the bottom there. Really helps for drawing straight lines. Fantastic tool. Cannot live without this. So there's that. Okay, I'm going to go through all the basic ones first that you've already seen. We've got the hobby knife. I've got two of these. This is the fatter of the two. This is for medium duty apparently. And of course that comes with, if I can find them, a bunch of replacement blades. You can see there. These are actually for the smaller one. So, hobby knife. I'm just dropping these on the floor. Sorry, not the camera there. We've got a circle cutter. So basically what you get with this is a big spike and then a blade which pops out the top there, and essentially you're cutting like that. Very simple. Haven't used this yet, but I'm hoping to do a video showing cutting circles, in which this would be a godsend, I reckon. And of course that comes with spare blades as well. We've got the bending tool, or rather the snapping tool, that I showed a couple of videos ago. This is a case where styrene can become the tool itself. Any more detail on that, go ahead and check out one of my previous working with styrene videos. Okay, we've got the pin vise, or hobby drill, depending on how old you are, probably. Pin vise is a fairly old word. So we've got replacement bits in here. We've got lots of drill bits in that part there. Of course, they go into the end there, and you've got this handy bit which goes in your palm. And that spins, really handy for making very small holes in things, where not much pressure is required, so you don't need a full drill. We have the angle guillotine. So, basic guillotine, you've got a blade there, got to be careful, chop my fingers off. Spare blades go in there. I should probably keep that in there for if my son gets hold of it, but it's usually stashed away quite securely. As with most of my tools, with him around, he gets everywhere. So we've got this here. Basically, you set it based on a notch here to a certain angle, and then the media sits in there, and you chop it at that angle. Perfect. Really helpful for getting the angles right on things, which everybody needs. We've got glue. Everybody needs polycement if they're working with styrene. This stuff is an absolute godsend for working with styrene. Again, detailed in the first video I did in this series on why that's important. Right, here we've got some files. So there's a selection of files here. Just grab one of them. Really small files, really good for sort of getting that extra finish. Haven't had to use these yet because I've been working with ramshackle vehicles for the Orcs, so so I haven't had to have a very nice finish on them, or a really nice finish on them. In fact, you sort of attack the edges of the plasticard to make them look as rough as possible to fit in with that army theme. So, assortment of files. And then I think this is last on my list, a square. So this works alongside the the steel ruler, in that it is basically a steel ruler itself. This one is pretty funky. We've got the piece slides along like this, which has a tightener and a loosener. It runs along that channel there. It's also got a level. Of course, level's not really much use to me working with styrene. You can flip it out onto the other side to have centimetre measurements, if I could get the thing back together. And also you've got the 45-degree angle there and the 90-degree angle there. I'm not going to try and put this back together again because it seems to have sabotaged itself. Yeah, so that about covers it really. Again, if this is the sort of thing you're into, head on over to Facebook. We've got a link in the description to the Styrene Engineers, where I'm trying to get a group of people together who work on styrene to share tips and tricks and all that goodness on working with this stuff, and hopefully we can all sort of learn from each other and also look at the awesome projects that everybody's working on. We've got people doing all sorts of things over there, not just war game stuff. And that was it. Nice fast video. Again, I'll be going through all the different tools that I've got down here in future videos in more depth, specifically going over the techniques that they're used for. And again, if you like the video, give me a like. If you're not happy, give me a dislike, and subscribe to see more of this series and the other videos I worked on. Helps me out a lot. Right, stay well guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.